Hello guys, so this is Wednesday's maths lesson, okay? So we've looked at fractions, we've looked at what they are, we've added fractions, we've subtracted fractions, okay? And then we've looked at simplifying fractions, and then we've compared fractions to say which fraction is bigger, which fraction is smaller, okay? Which fraction is greater and which fraction is less than, okay? Today we're going to be adding fractions again, but the difference is you need to write it in the simplest form when you get the answer. Now remember, the simplest form is where you divide the numerator and denominator by the same number to try and make the fraction with the smallest numbers possible. Okay, so for example, you could have 4/8. Well, I know that I can divide 4 by 4 and I can divide 8 by 4 and it becomes 1/2 or 1/2. Okay, and that's what we're going to be doing today. So you add the fractions, which you found that very easy adding fractions. Okay, you're going to add the fractions and then you're going to try and simplify the answer. Okay, so make the answer the smallest numbers possible. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. We're going to look at a few examples and then you're going to have a go. So you should be able to see my screen now. Okay, so here's the first example. 2/6 add 2/6. Well, we know, so we've got 2/6. That's this fraction. We're adding 2 more 6. That's this fraction. Okay. Remember, the denominator doesn't change because it's still out of 6. Okay. So it becomes 2 add 2, 4, becomes 4/6. Okay. Now we need to see if we can simplify that, and sometimes you can't. But I know that I can divide 4 by 2 and I can divide 6 by 2. I can half them both. Okay. And if I half them both, well, half of 4 is 2, half of 6 is 3. So my answer is 4/6, which is the same as 2/3. Okay. I'm going to see if I can make it any smaller. I can do 2 divided by 2, which obviously would be 2 again. It would be 1. But I can't divide 3 by 2. I can. It's 1.5. Okay. But we use whole numbers for fractions. Okay. So you find your answer, you halve it or divide it by a number that they both go into, and you try and make it as simple as possible. Okay, so we're going to have a look at the next one. 4/8 add 2/8. Okay, well, it's 6/8. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4/8. Add 2 more 8s. 1, 2. Okay, well, I know 4 add 2 is 6. Okay, it's still out of 8, so it's 6/8. Okay, but now I need to see if I can simplify it. Okay, now once again I can halve them. Okay, because 6 divided by 2 is 3. Okay, and whatever I do to the numerator I have to do to the denominator. So 8 divided by 2 equals 4 3/4. Can I do any more? Well, no, I can't. Okay, because 3 divided by 2 isn't a whole number, so I can't divide them by 2, can't divide them by 3. Okay, so that's as low as you can get the numbers. Okay, and one more example. 3/4 add 1/4. Well, 3/4, 1, 2, 3. Okay, add 1 more quarter. 1. Okay, it's 4/4. Okay, so it equals 4/4. Now I know you're all going to be shouting at your screen saying, Mr. O'Brien, that's a whole. Well, it is a whole. Okay, because 4 divided by 4 equals 1. 4 divided by 4 equals 1, and 1 out of 1 is 1 whole. Okay, and that's how that works. So that's what you're going to be doing. You're going to add the fractions, find the answer, and then you're going to have a go at dividing them, the numerator and the denominator, by the same number to find the simplest fraction. Okay, you could try halving it, see if you can halve it again, or you might just be able to look at it and know what you can divide them by. Okay, cool. Have a good day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.